Hello everyone, so April is here and I have a lot of books I want to read this month. Who's surprised? Last month, if you didn't know, I read all adult books, whether it be fantasy. I read mostly fantasy and one horror sci-fi one. So I just read a lot of really in-depth, very gripping, intense adult fantasy books. So I don't know about you, but your girl's ready to go back to some lighter stuff. Not that I didn't enjoy them at all. I loved all of them, but I'm just a fan of a lot of lighthearted books. So that is what this month is going to be. There's a lot of new releases that I'm planning to read this month that are going to take up the majority of my month, but there's going to be a lot of adult and YA, but I'm not going to lie to you, they're mostly contemporary books. Hope that's okay, staying on brand here. But either way, there's a lot of them that I want to read. I don't know if this is even all of them. I want to read more probably, but either way, let's dive in. The first one I'm going to talk about is my only non-contemporary book of the month that I'm planning to read, and that is Wicked Saints by Emily Duncan. This one comes out on April 2nd, so it's already out by the time you're seeing this, but this is a new YA fantasy series that is being compared a lot to Six of Crows and things like that. It's basically like a gothic fantasy book. I don't know. I've heard amazing things about it. Like I said, I did read a lot of fantasy books last month, but I've been waiting to read this one, so I cannot wait to read it. I hope it's really good. Like I have really high expectations for this one. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'll categorize these by new releases that are coming out this month and then maybe go to some other ones if that's okay with you. So first up, I have Fumble by Alexa Martin. This is kind of the sequel and spin-off to Intercepted, which is a book I read a couple months ago. It's an adult chick lit book, sports romance, if you can't tell by her football earrings. This one kind of follows some players of the Denver Mustangs, I think. Yeah, that's not a real team. It's the Denver Broncos, right? I don't follow football. But either way, they're steamy, they're fun times, and they're a lot to do with football and sports, which I don't love because I'm not a sports person, but I love the romance aspects, and I don't mind the football aspect either. So I can't wait to read it. I really enjoyed Intercepted a ton. Then I have a YA book, You'd Be Mine by Erin Hahn. This one comes out, I don't know what, oh, April 2nd. It's already out now. Sorry, the sun keeps switching out a lot. This is a YA contemporary book. It's like two teenagers that are country stars that go on the road together. It's kind of like, it's like John Cash and June Carter, honestly. That's what they're saying about it. So it just sounds really freaking adorable, and I need that right now. So I can't wait to read it. I haven't heard too much about this book. Like, I've heard a couple people talk about it, and that's what really sparked my interest in it, and hence why I requested it. So hopefully I'll love this, and I can recommend it so much because I love finding a good, underrated contemporary book that I just talk about for forever, honestly. Another YA contemporary book that's coming out this month is Serious Moonlight by Jen Bennett. She's one of my favorite YA contemporary authors. She's written Starry Eyes, which I enjoyed, and Alex Approximately. This one, I don't know much about. It's about a girl that works like at a graveyard shift at a historic Seattle hotel, and then she meets a guy at a coffee shop, I think. I don't know, but I hope I love it. Contemporary books, if I'm honest with you, I don't need to know much about them. I just hope that they're gonna be good. I think that's all no, I have one more new release. The Princess and the Fangirl by Ashley Pawson. This is the sequel / spinoff to Bookables, which I read a few years ago and loved so much. This follows our character that was in that first one. What was her name? Imogen. So Imogen was a side character in Geekarella, and now she is falling in love with an actress that is also playing in the whole Starfield fandom as well. So I'm very eagerly anticipating this. I'm nervous about it because I loved Geekarella so much, but I think her books are just so adorable and so quirky, so I cannot wait to read them. Okay, and my last, these are not new release. None of them came out this month, but a couple of them came out last month. That first one is Field Notes on Love by Jennifer E. Smith. I read her book Windfall last year and really enjoyed it. Not a lot of people like it. I loved it. This is about two people that meet on a train and take a train ride together across the country, I think, and it's just going to be romantic and adorable, and I'm here for it. I also have On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I know, I'm going to read this before The Hate You Give. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I think I just haven't read The Hate You Give because I've just heard like amazing things about it, and lately my record with reading really hyped books has not gone well for me, so I'm like, maybe I'll read her sophomore book and then definitely read her freshman book. Does that make any sense? But it's about a girl named Brie who wants to be one of the greatest rappers of all time, and it's about her journey to do so, and obviously it's going to talk about really important topics such as diversity and things like that I know I need to read more of 100%. I need to be better about that. But either way, I haven't heard the best of things about this book. I'm not going to lie to you. People, I think, loved her first book but haven't loved her second one, so I think I'm going to try to read it. in the wrong order probably, and just see how I feel and like get a different feel of it. So I hope that's okay. You're probably going to be like, why are you not reading The Hate You Give? I'm planning to, I promise. I have a mystery on here as well, An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hundreds and Sarah Pekkanen. Here it is in April. I haven't read a single freaking thriller all year already, so I need to remedy that. I think I haven't because last year was not the greatest time for me with thrillers. Like, I haven't found a group of thrillers that I've loved. So either way, I love their first book, The Wife Between Us, a ton. So I'm very anticipating this one. This one is about like a therapist that like takes control or takes advantage of their client. So scary, but I have high hopes for it. I hope that I can just get into thrillers again. I haven't read them a lot because I just haven't found any that I really enjoyed, honestly. And the last one is Good Luck Charm by Helena Hunting. This is an adult chick lit book. She has the new one coming out this month, I believe. This is about, I think, another sports romance about a guy that plays hockey and about a girl. I'm reading 2 sports romance books this month. Who am I? I'm also planning to read an ARC, I think, an e-ARC, which I usually don't do, but I'm so insanely hyped for this one. It doesn't even come out till August, which is rare for me. I don't like to read ARCs that soon in advance, but I just really want to read it. And that is Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker. I read The Simple Wild last year and loved it. I read another one of her books a few years ago and loved it. So I think this is about a second chance romance. Either way, I'm probably going to read it this month, so I'm reading it really early. I hope that's okay. How many books is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 books. Let's put one for my TBR jar. Why not? Let's just make it a 10. I don't know if I'm going to read the ER, so I'm not going to count it. I know it's horrible. Here we go. Oh, On the Come by Angie Thomas. I'm already reading that this month, so I can pull that out of there. The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. Yes, it actually works out perfect because there have been 3 books that have been sitting on my TBR for the longest. It was Carry On, already read it this year. The Book Thief, already read it this year. And The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. So let's go ahead and knock it out of the park. I like getting goals done early. So I'm really excited for this one. I've heard amazing things about it. I might do an audiobook for it because I've heard the audiobook is amazing. So there we go. 10 books I'm going to read this month. Am I worried about reading all of them? Not at all. They're all books I'm eagerly anticipating, and they're all within contemporary kind of romance. There's one fantasy, one thriller. I think I will have no problem reading them at all because I read those fast. Like last month I read 5 books, just 5, but they were big books. So I'm ready to get back into reading a lot of them because my TBR shelf is growing bigger by the minute. So either way, if you're reading a lot of these books with me, let me know. We can read them all together, and let me know what books you're reading this month as well. I would love to hear. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.